Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to you all to Glasgow University's Memorial Chapel, where today we gather to celebrate the marriage of Hazel and Ross. Today we gather through also the wonders of the internet with those who are watching from afar in Australia and who we also very warmly welcome to this celebration here within this ancient university. In keeping with the modern age, and this obviously shows my age now because some information have changed quite drastically, Hazel and Ross have also asked that if you do take photographs today, that you don't instantly post them on Facebook until they have a chance to do so themselves. I think we would sooner rather post than like their pictures. Let us worship God. We sing to His glory and praise. The very first hymn that you find within your order of service, the hymn for the beauty of the earth. We have come together this day in the presence of God to celebrate the marriage of Hazel and Ross, to share their joy, and so to promise them our love and our support on this day. Marriage is the gift of God and a means of grace. And in the union of marriage, we can know the joy of God who made us in His own image. Marriage is founded in the creative spirit of love and in the covenant of love revealed in the person of Christ. And so when a man and woman give themselves to each other in love, they reflect the very love that Christ has for all people. In marriage, a husband and wife are called to live faithfully together, to love each other with respect, tenderness, and delight. The companionship of marriage enabling you to live fully in love all the days of your life. As a husband and wife, you will share the life of a home and help to shape the society in which you live, a society in which human happiness and dignity should always flourish and abound. Together here, acknowledging the qualities of marriage, you stand down to make your vows of love and commitment. But you do so not alone, but surrounded by the best wishes of your family and your friends. And so we, together with them, take time to remember the creative spirit which surrounds this day, bringing blessing and enriching Hazel and Ross's love. And just as Christ himself was supposed to have blessed a marriage service of his friends in Cana, Galilee, so too we bless this wedding with our presence. Therefore, as you today prepare to make your marriage vows, let us find a moment of quiet reflection in our thoughts and in our hearts, as they are interconnected, totally one with another, in prayerful reflection, seeking blessing, love, joy and happiness for Ross and for Hazel all the days of their life. With the congregation, please be seated. Let us pray. Creative Spirit of love, we thank you for the many gifts of love, and especially thank you for the gift of marriage and the interconnectedness of the lives of Hazel and Ross. We thank you for the guidance and influence which have been so much a part of their lives. We thank you for the joy that they have found in each other, and for the love and the trust they bring to one another. Creator and ground of our being, since we know that without you nothing is strong or whole, we pray now that you will enrich them with your Spirit. May your joy be in them this day and always, and may their joy ever be full as you unfold, enrich, and protect them all the days of their married life. Amen. With the congregation, please be outstanding. Ross and Hazel, as a sign and seal of the vows that you are about to make, will you please join hands? Ross, would you like to be repeated after me? In the presence of God,
In the presence of God,
and before these witnesses,
before these witnesses,
I, Ross, take you, Hazel, to be my wife. I promise you my love, my loyalty, and my trust, for as long as we both shall live. Hazel, we have in the presence of God,
In the presence of God,
and before these witnesses,
and before these witnesses,
I, Hazel,
I, Hazel,
take you, Rose,
take you, Ross,
to be my husband.
my husband.
I promise you my love,
Promise you my love,
my loyalty,
my loyalty,
and my trust,
and trust,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
God has heard these vows, and we are witnesses of them. As a sign and seal of the vows which they have made, the wedding rings are now given and received. Bless these rings, O Spirit of life and love, that in being given and received they may be signs of continuing faithfulness and unbroken love. this son, you take each other to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as both shall live. Ross and Hazel, it now gives me great pleasure to declare now to you, Lord, as husband and wife, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, those whom God has joined together, let no one separate. As your first act as husband and wife, please receive God's richest blessing upon your marriage and in future. Blessed be God the Father, who gives joy to bridegroom and bride. Blessed be the Lord Jesus Christ, who brings new life to the world. Blessed be the Holy Spirit of God, who brings us together in love. Blessed be the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, one God to be praised forever. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. And now the part you all be waiting for. You may kiss your groom. With the congregation, please be seated. Our reading this afternoon is one which is brought to us by Paton.
They say that one must beat one's wings against the storm in the belief that beyond any troubles the sun shines. One must be skeptical and one must be, but throw caution to the wind, and when the door opens, accept that which comes, love as beauty. When they're together, everything changes. The veil drops between them. They are admitted to the warmth and privacy of another's soul. They are together, high up on some untouchable past. They yield to the slip of blood, the hesitating music of life. Rocks and troubles momentarily break the current of the dance. It jars, it shivers. But there can be no doubt that our protesting lives, unsightly as they are, put on splendor and have meaning only under the eyes of love. Love does not care for anything else in the world.
There is a passage which I have long loved, and the extended version of it concludes with these words. May happiness be your companion. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years to come. Go this day to your dwelling place and enter into the days of your togetherness. May your days be good and long on the earth. Your adventure has just begun. These are the closing words of an Apache wedding prayer, supposedly, although they have actually ever been heard in the shadow of the totem pole, spoken time and again at moments such as this. However, taking their ancient credibility aside, they are beautiful words for a day such as this. A day in which we celebrate a marriage which, in many, many ways, is so similar to the commencement of the journey, which should, in every sense and at every turn, be a wonderful adventure. When I wrote this, I wasn't aware that a certain person in the channel here seems to be a little Hobbit fan. But in the film, The Hobbit, as indeed in the book, Bilbo meets Gandalf. He is content in his existence, sitting quite comfortably in his own Hobbit hill, highly suspicious of anything which may be strange or may be classed as an adventure, considering it to be highly disturbing indeed. However, his eventual readiness brought him through that sense of adventure and openness to some of the most amazing times of discovery and self-awareness. The same is exactly true for the two of you in what you found in marriage. Because today, for you, the journey begins anew. And hopefully you will not, unlike Bill, encounter too many dragons in the way, but it will rather be for you a journey in which you find enhancement of one another, encouragement of one another, in which you help the other to reach your potential and to achieve your goals and your dreams. Marriage is an adventure. It has its ups and its downs, but more often than not, it is a wonderful roller coaster of shared experiences as you go forward as husband and wife to share your dream, to create your life and your future, and to do so knowing that you go with the blessing and thoughts, prayers and best wishes of each and every member of family and friends united in you. Today as that adventure begins for you, may you know the strength of the creative spirit of life surrounding you. And as you journey from this point into the days of your togetherness, may you find your eyes always open to new possibilities, lifted to new horizons, and to the very wonder of the life which you plan together. Congratulations to you both, and may God's blessing be with you now and always. Amen. Carrying on that sense of theme of love, adventure, one of the great adventurers of Ayrshire was one of Scotland's most well-known poets, and his words are set now to music by love is like a red, red rose performed by Christine Lau.
Thank
Let us pray.
Almighty God, we thank you for the many ways that love comes into our lives, and for the opportunities of joy and fulfillment which marriage brings. Bless Hazel and Ross who are now joined in your name. Confirm them in their happiness. Keep them faithful and true to each other, ready to forgive and to be forgiven. As they grow together in love, may each be to the other a companion in joy, a comfort in sorrow, a strength in need. May your presence in their home make it a place of welcome, sharing, security, and peace. Bless too this day their families and their friends, those who have surrounded them with love from their birth, those who have strengthened them with friendship, and those who offer wisdom and guidance to the years. May these bonds remain strong and supportive in the years to come, as they have been a source of strength in the years that have passed. Creative Spirit, from the beginning of time you have brought forth order from chaos, light from darkness, life from death. Be the transforming, nurturing power in their lives. May you be the same in the lives of their families and their friends, that through your creativity the miles may be as nothing, as through you all are connected with bonds of unending love. Hear this our prayer, which we offer in the name and for the sake of your Son, even Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. As you go to follow your dreams, may the Lord of life, the heartbeat of all creation, strengthen and bless you as husband and wife. As you go to encourage one another, may the Lord of life, of all light and love, shine upon your path and brighten your lives with true joy. As you go to live life to the full, may the Lord of life, the giver of all good things, strengthen and bless you, your families and your friends, with lives of wholeness, happiness and love, this day and always. And may the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be within your hearts this day and forevermore. Amen. At this point in the service, the wedding schedule will now be signed.
So here we go, Hazel and Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said before, an unbelievable day weather-wise for the west coast of Scotland. Just amazing, and Hazel's looking amazing too. I saw her yesterday and she has scrubbed up incredibly well. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Anyway, you said with the best of intentions. So, Hazel and Ross, a few formal words. I wish you a long and happy married life, and I hope whoever upstairs has given you a day like today, which is amazing, I hope it goes with you for the rest of your lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask them to cut the cake. Now, when I do, can you join me in a round of applause and a cheer? So, Hazel, Ross, please now cut the cake.
Ordered the coffee and we're sitting there, and my phone rang. Daddy, have you got your card? And I thought, what? Have you chosen your dress already? And the word was, yes. 10 minutes. That must be a record. 10 minutes it took. And then we went up, did the needful, and that was it. Well, no, we actually waited for our coffee, did we not? We thought, we don't believe this is actually going to happen. But we went along there and we got it sorted out. Now, that's the dress bit. Now, see when Hazel was born, way back, years ago, and see when she was born, I am sure, we definitely maybe were sure that she came out smiling. And that is just her whole personality. Amazing. And she, in fact, her Gaga, where's her Gaga? Her Gaga said, that Wayne was here before. Because Hazel has got this, and I'm sure most of you will know this, she is absolutely tremendous. As far as people skills, that's a term that's used an awful lot in business now, but her people skills are absolutely fantastic. She just knows what to do. Ross and herself have obviously organised this whole thing today. We were in awe of this. They were organising things that were at the other end of the world. They were organising the cars. Take, for example, the cars. Hazel said to me, now Dad, could you go along and see the guy out of the cars? And I said, well, where is this place? Now, I don't know, some of you will know it, I work in co-winning. Sorry, worked in co-winning. Worked in co-winning. Hazel said, it's just a couple of miles away, so could you go and have a wee look at that? And that's from Brisbane, she said, go and have a wee look. And so we looked at the cars, and that's we decided that would be great to get the cars from there. So that was long distance work there. Now, Hazel, as I said before, smiley girl. She has got, as I said, the pupil skills, but as far as being tidy, oh my goodness. Ross, I'm really sorry. Of course you'll know. You'll know. In fact, Ross, if a father-in-law giving words of advice, I know that you're starting to tidy up things after it. We had a good years, 20 years plus of that, and it's now over to you. Now, Hazel, in her young days, very, very young days, sorry, I'm getting kicked here. She was the bitsa baby. We called her the bitsa because she had bits of this and she had bits of that all over the place, and she liked shiny things. And I think these gentlemen here know that because they've lived with the pair of them for quite a while. She likes shiny things like shiny shoes and shiny bits and pieces. In fact, you were going to wear a shiny thing in your hair, but you thought, no. Too much shiny for one day. Definitely. Now, that's me early days for Hazel. But in these early days, Hazel showed that she really knew how things ticked. When Ian, our son here, was maybe sort of going on and on and on about something,
When you were just a wee boy, that is, Hazel, when she was about 2, said, Ian, give over. So she could see the signs there, she could read that. And she's obviously doing that in her business sense just now. She's working hard and she's working with lots of people that she has to have the skills to work with. And that's all I'll say about that. Now, I don't know if you know that Hazel is a fantastic pianist. I think maybe the genes came down and, that sounds a bit crazy, that actually the genes come down. But, through the genes, that's right, the Levi's, that's it. My grandfather used to play for the silent movies. He used to do the doodle-oo, doodle-oo, you know, when the cowboys were running in there, and when the bad guy came in, dun, 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 dun. Hazel, she does that. It's passed on to Hazel because she just listens to something and she can actually go in there and play it dead easily. In fact, I remember, Ian, you'll know this piece of music that you sweated over. It was a grade 8 piece where you were all these wee notes, these wee things up and down. Pianists have got a real problem with that because there's so many notes. As trombonists only play a few notes. Maybe it's the thickness, I don't know. But Ian was hitting all these notes and Hazel was taking note of these notes, but she went up and you know the piece. I've actually forgotten the name of the piece.
Can you remember what it is?
Beethoven's Sonata. That's right.
I am Julia, the maid of honour. I've known Hazel for about 2 years now. It doesn't seem like such a massive amount of time to know someone, but I think in life you very rarely find someone that you just really click with, and they become your kindred spirit. And every time that you feel down or you feel happy or something happens, it's like you just want to ring this person, or you want to contact that person, or you want to just go over and see them and give them a big hug. And I think Hazel and I have been going through quite a bit in the last 2 years, and we've really been that kindred spirit for each other, so I just want to thank you for that. I'll talk more about you later. Ross and Hazel's relationship, I like to think that your relationship is kind of split into two at the moment. Being the beginning, you had the beginning in Scotland and you had the beginning in Australia. So in that, I'd like to introduce, now I haven't asked permission for this and I might get bitten in the head later by Hazel, but I'd like to introduce you to Charlie, who has been there since Hazel and Ross first got together and is one of Hazel's most dearest friends, and she's got a little bit to say.
Hiya everybody, I'd like to say thank you very much for being here, and congratulations on yourselves and your relationship with Hazel and Ross. It's brought them to this point today, and I'm so glad to be here to be witnessing the marriage of two of my best friends. But I was Hazel's flatmate before her and Ross moved to Australia, and I'm terribly sorry for anything you might find out now that you didn't know before. I'm standing here today as the guest of honour due to a very drunken night where Graham and Hazel returned to our flat intending to go onto the Hive, which for those that don't know is a very, very trashy Glasgow University club. But Hazel was too drunk to spell Hive, let alone get there. So I duly did the job of popping her to bed, making her tea and saying that you need to put your pyjamas on, and making a toast, to which she duly announced, "You have made me 18 glasses of teast." To which I carried on popping her to bed, but she staggered about a bit, collapsed into bed, and her last word before she passed out was, You are going to be my awesome of honour." And that's how I'm here. It was just terribly too informal to put in the order of service, so I'm here. So thanks for that. I'm going to have to miss out a few stories, but if you want to elaborate, come and find me later. To find about the time Hazel threw a wok at a mouse while standing in the bath. About how we spent many hours playing on the Wii with a guy on the internet called Rambo Wong. Or the eternal debate on the final point of going to Tesco in our pyjamas. I've
It's
learned.
always acceptable in Mary Hill.
Yes, it is. I've learned a few things from the both of them over a few years, having known Ross since he started at Glasgow Uni, and likewise Hazel just a little bit later. Hazel has given me invaluable advice on many things, including my trumpet technique, my interview advice, and the most important advice you need for a night out. Always wear black pants, because no one who wears black pants has good intentions. So I hope you're both wearing black pants this evening. I'm not going to ask for proof, but I'll take it as read. They're a lovely couple together, and after knowing Ross for 4 years, Hazel returning home after one of their dates and announcing very proudly, Ross Mackey as a dirty, dirty boy. This changed my opinion of Ross somewhat. But however, I wish them both for their married life, and they can be as dirty as they like. Unfortunately, this is Heather Small. She was supposed to come to the hen party, but I forgot Heather Small. She's been in my flat. She's been languishing about for a few days, but I just have one more question for Hazel. What have you done today to make you feel proud? You got married to your best friend, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
That was Charlie. She's awesome. I actually just really wanted to hear all the stories, so and I missed out. So we all have to huddle around her tonight and find out all about that. Okay, so I've got something a bit bigger than an iPhone, so I'm actually going to read what I've got here. Ross. Okay, so this is all the sentimental stuff, and I'm going to be quick because I do know that we are waiting for dinner. Ross. What do I know about Ross? To me, Ross is Hazel's hype boy. Behind every great woman, I believe, is a great man. I know that the saying is usually, for whatever great man, there is a great woman, but in this case, I think it's definitely the opposite. Hazel is an absolutely astonishing woman, and I'm pretty sure everyone here knows that. But standing behind her or beside her is a man who will stick to her throughout anything. I just know it. I've seen them go through some pretty tough times, and to move to another country and try and integrate into a different culture is something very hard to do, and I've seen a lot of relationships fall because of it. And I've seen these two go through absolute just ups and downs, and they've gotten through it and are now standing here with all of you. Just bear with me a moment. Yeah, so that's what I feel about Ross. You're absolutely amazing. I have to say thank you very much to his parents as well, because a person becomes a person through their parents and from their surroundings growing up as well. So, I mean, you guys have raised an astonishing boy as well. He is an absolute love to a lot of people and would not hurt an absolute soul. So, thank you very much for raising Ross. He's going to be proud. He's got an awesome girl. Okay, Hazel. Ross, yeah, you chose a good wife. Your life will never, ever, ever be boring. If there's one thing I know about Hazel, it doesn't matter what you do, if you're sitting in front of a couch or if you're going out to the markets, something random and exciting always happens. And that's been my life the past 2 years. It's been great. I recommend it to everyone. Okay, so I've got a few things here, and this is going to be like pretty much a roundup of what we've got. I found some fun facts about Hazel and Ross's relationship. One of them's already been said. They first met at a Chippies, which I thought was really cute. First song they played together in a band was Blue Moon, which is really beautiful if you actually listen to the lyrics. Ross arrived at Hazel's doorstep the day before Valentine's Day with a red rose. Hazel broke stitches from a surgery that she had only 24 hours beforehand. Now, she got her appendix taken out and somehow was able to drive from Troon to Kilmarnock 24 hours after her surgery just to be with Ross. I don't know about you, but I don't know anyone else on earth who would actually do that, because that would be intense pain. But love hurts. So since then, they have been intertwined, their lives have been intertwined, and then they decided to come to Australia. Yay! And that's where I met them. So I met them at a camping trip. It was a fantastic camping trip. I never knew that that weekend was going to change my life in the way that it did. I've met the most incredible family. This is like role model stuff here. These parents have raised two beautiful children who are vulnerable in the most best way that you can actually put that word. Vulnerable in a way that they're not afraid of love. They're not afraid of being who they are. They are so open to everyone. No matter what culture, what circumstance anyone is in, they will open their arms and they will take you under their wings. And that's what I found with both of them. I did meet Ian first, and oh my gosh, these children are just beautiful beings, and they're in Australia now, so I can walk myself. Oh, and Alicia, and yeah, everyone else who's also in Australia. So if you want to see them, yeah, come on over. Now, since I've been in Australia, I have tried to incorporate them into the Australian culture. So I'm going to say a couple of things that I've tried to get them to do. One, I took them to a wine and food festival one day, Ross and Hazel. And as soon as we got in there, they went straight to the Scotch whisky. Doesn't make sense. I was trying to get them into the Hunter Valley wines and the Perth wines, and they go straight to the Scottish whisky. Hazel, we went out for cocktails one night and ended up Hazel hugging a massive statue because his name was Sergeant Glasgow. Yeah. Okay. Ross, we went to the beach one day and Hazel and I decided that no, it was way too, the current was way too much, so we ended up sitting on the beach and watching Ross try and beat the current to a little sand bar. And we sat there for an hour and a half, and this man would not be defeated. He was like, there is a sandbar over there, I'm going to swim. So this is what Hazel and I had to actually put up with for an hour and a half. And he didn't reach it. So they've realised the surf of Australia now as well. The other thing is that we don't have cold Christmases. Our Christmases are all about prawns and beach parties and anything summer, like you're seeing today. They decided to stay in, have the aircon on, and have mulled wine. I'm really trying. So that's just giving you a glimpse of what they're actually experiencing at the moment in Australia. They're absolutely loving it. We're all loving them. I know that every single person that has met Hazel and Ross since they've been in Australia has absolutely adored them. Some of them are here tonight. I mean, to have 12 people come halfway around the world for a couple that they met only a year or two ago is absolutely sensational. It just goes to show just what people they are. Yeah. So I just want to say you're just an amazing couple. I'm so grateful to actually be able to stand here and actually be the one to say it all. So and in saying that, I think that's about it. So congratulations and thank you everyone. Have an awesome night.
From me before I call for the food to be served. First, on each of your tables you'll find small cameras. You probably all know the purpose of these, but you ought to be turned into budding David Baileys and snap away, because the resulting photos will form part of Hazel and Ross's photo album of the day. So the more photos you take, even if they are seemingly inconsequential, the better. Second, there is a guest book in the hotel lounge, the Gold Room, a super memento of a day like today. So I urge everyone to pen some epithet in the book before you leave. So that is it from me. I hope you have a great meal, great festivities afterwards, and in short, a thoroughly good time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna